So a bit of an adjustment with this week's training. I decided instead of me writing my own plyometrics, it would be far better for me to do plus plyos, and for a few key reasons. Number one, it removes the bias from my own programming. So when I program for myself, it's quite easy to gravitate towards what I enjoy most or what feels best and not what I actually need. So it essentially ensures I'm covering all the bases of plyometric development. Number two, it makes me think like an athlete first and a coach second. So this allows me to fully commit to training like an athlete rather than over-analyzing every detail like my coach's mind would. And this is perfectly fine when I'm writing an athlete's program because I can look at it more objectively. When I write my own, it's easy to get too caught up in overthinking, should I do this, should I do that, blah, 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 because it's my own training. And the third reason is because I'm already writing a ton of programs for people per week, so mine always gets put on the back burner. So it makes life a lot easier for me not having to worry about it. I can put more focus on actual athletes training rather than my own, especially when I know it's training that works and it's someone I can actually trust. I only have so much mental bandwidth within the day right now. So even though I'm getting the plyometric side of things taken care of for me, I'm still programming the strength side of things for myself. Basically here, I'm just building upon last week's training, still utilizing a 5-rep range and just utilizing linear progression, just pretty much just adding weight each week, trying to add around 2.5 kilos at least, no more than 5 kilo jumps, because that's how you just run into issues, guys. And the weights were actually moving quite well. I'm really trying to push intent. So here I worked up to a heavy set of 5. I had quite severe muscle soreness or DOMS from the plyometrics the day before, especially the deeper tier ones, because my hamstrings and glutes were just undergoing a huge amount of fast eccentric loading that they're just not used to. So I essentially felt like I got shot in the ass. So it took a while to warm up here. However, when I worked up to my top set of 132.5 kilos, it actually moved quite well. I think it's because my nervous system, it felt quite fresh. Just the muscles were just, they were not there. And that's where sometimes, guys, you got to auto-regulate your training, kind of self-regulate your training based on how you feel on the day. And sometimes your body can be a little bit misleading. Sometimes you can feel terrible like I did, have a lot of muscle soreness, but you still progressively overload. And I know my body very, very well, so I know and I'm quite confident what I should do in those situations. As soon as I warmed up and I started to move the weights and I started to move my build-up sets, I knew that I would be able to push it on that day. However, this can take a little bit of time for you to learn and understand about yourself and just overall quite a lot of years of training experience. I've been training since 2015 and also coaching since 2018. So even though you might feel pretty terrible, never write yourself off completely, guys, but also you got to be smart about it and not push when you shouldn't be, and that's where injuries can happen. So just to change the subject here, with the calf raises right here, these have helped my Achilles tendon tremendously. It used to be quite sensitive to load. However, since getting far stronger on these calf raises, it's really not sensitive at all, and it's far more durable and it's far more accepting to load increases as well. Also, I thought I'd throw in a bit of Tom here. The gym he normally goes to was out of power today, so met up with him at my gym and smashed some dips together.
You know, like a professional do it actually, but just trying to.
You look really good.
Thanks, man.
That's all.
That's Oz 10 right there.
That's
It's actually your boyfriend, Budja. That's actually your boyfriend right there. Look at him go. How many reps is he doing? He's still going. Nice. Hello.
12.5. Okay, just pump it up slowly.
How many was that? Like 20?
That was 15.
Oh, that was 15.
I had a crazy breakthrough today, really emphasizing technique on my approach jump because I was feeling off and not too fluent. And what I worked out was I was planting simply too slow. So I literally just focused on pushing more aggressively with my penultimate step and planting and bringing my block foot around more quickly. And I noticed an instant difference in my vertical. Like, I am in very poor conditions right now to be jumping, but I feel like I jumped better than I did on Monday, just purely because I fine-tuned my technique and made a few adjustments. I think I jumped maybe 1 or 2 inches higher today just from that adjustment, which is sweet. Yeah, so I guess the theme of this video, guys, is never count yourself out. I thought today I was going to jump pretty poorly because I still have DOMs from Monday's plyometrics, more specifically the deeper tier plyometrics. So I thought I was going to jump pretty poorly today. My legs felt pretty under recovered, but I actually surprised myself. And I guess performance can be a little bit unpredictable sometimes. Like, sometimes you can go into a session feeling terrible and jump amazing. Sometimes you can go into a session and jump very poorly despite feeling terrible. And I know you guys that have been jump training for a while out there know exactly what I mean. There's ways you can make performance a little bit more predictable through managing and structuring your training correctly, but sometimes it is a bit random, like it was today for me.